Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Mr. Civil. In the previous videos, I taught you on how to set up the work environment for Archicad 19. So today, I will show you on how to place walls, slabs, and the column. Sorry, the doors. So let's get started. So this is basically the plan that we shall be drawing. So the wall, most of the wall thicknesses are of 200 millimeters, and then the horizontal wall, the total length it's 20,400 millimeters, and the vertical distance is 13,100 millimeters. So you, under the toolbox in the design menu, you'll get walls. So you have to double click, so the wall setting dialog box will appear. You have to select the structure as generic structural, so that you can change the width of the wall. When it is under generic wall or shell, you cannot change, so I'll change it to generic structural. And then the dimensions, I'll use the thickness of 100. The wall top, this is where you can go and change the height of the wall. So if you want to change, you click on the drop down button and select not linked, and then you can see you can change the height of the wall. But for me, I'll use the standard one, which is 3,100, and then you click OK. So when you watch my previous video, you'll know that I told that you shall be drawing under the blue lines. So we shall start drawing our walls. There is an black X, so that is the point where we shall start drawing our wall. So you left click, and then you can drag the cursor upwards, and then you click, so the wall will appear. And you must ensure that the angle is 90 degrees. And then I'll draw another wall which is horizontal at any distance, and I should ensure that the angle is 0 degrees, and then left click. So I'll have a vertical and a horizontal wall from which I'll draw the walls. So I'll show you on how to draw the other walls. First of all, you have to click on arrow, and then let us have a look at our plan. So the first distance is 6,600, and there is a wall of 200. So you'll have to add this 6,600 to the thickness of wall, which is 200. So it will be 6,800. For this one, we shall add 6,300 plus 200. That is 6,500. For this wall to this wall, we shall use 1,700. For this one to this one, we shall use 2,600, and also for this to this, we shall use 2,600. So you can notice that I am adding the 200 of the wall thickness. So you can drag a copy of the wall in two ways. So the first way is that you click on the wall, and then you right click, a dialog box will appear, and then move, then you drag a copy. Or you can you click on the wall, press Ctrl Shift D in your keyboard, and then you have to click on the wall, and then move to your right, and then the distance was 6,800. So you type in the distance, which is 6,800. You must ensure that the angle is 0. Then you press enter. Our next wall was at a distance of 6,300, but you add the 200. So you have to click on the wall, press Ctrl Shift D. I recommend most of my students to use Ctrl Shift D because it is much easier, and it will save most it will save time for you in your exam. So the next distance 6,500, and then press Ctrl Shift D, click on the wall, the distance of 1,700. You press enter, press Ctrl Shift D, distance of 2,600. You have noticed that I am adding the distance, the 200 millimeters of the wall. You'll get the PDF of the plan in the description box below, so don't worry about that. And then you press enter, Ctrl Shift D again, 2,600. Then you press enter. So we are done with the vertical walls. Now we shall go downwards with our horizontal wall. So the distance is 5,200 plus 200, that is 5,400. 2,300 plus 200, which is 2,500, and the last wall 200 plus 200 plus 4,800. So you just have to click on the horizontal wall. You can press Ctrl Shift D, or you right click, move, drag a copy, and then I drag downwards the distance of 2,400. Then you press Ctrl Shift D again. You click on the wall, drag downwards by 1,500. Press Ctrl Shift D again, drag it by 5,000, and then press enter. So all my walls have appeared. The next thing I'll do is to remove all the unwanted walls. So how can we do this? I'll show you that. You have to press Control button on your keyboard or Control key, and then the mouse cursor will change to a scissors. So when you pass to the that scissors to where you want to the wall you want to cut, it will turn black. When it turns black, you left click so that the wall will disappear. The wall that you want to cut will disappear. So I'll do this for all of the walls that are unwanted as per our plan. Also, this wall is unwanted. This one too. Also this one. So let us have a look. You can see there is a wall over here, and it is at a distance of 1,500, but you have to add the thickness, which is 200, for you to get to this, to draw this wall. So I'll go press there, click on the wall that I want to drag a copy, press Ctrl Shift D, and then drag it up to a distance of 1,700, then press enter. So these walls are not required I'll cut them. Also this one I'll not require as per the plan. So we have done that. Also there is a wall here which is at this wall which is at a distance of 2300 plus the wall thickness of 200. So I'll click here, then press Ctrl Shift D, move to my left at a distance of 3500, then press enter. You can see that you will not require this. Also dimensions of here are not given, so I'll just take wall and then place it over there, and then you click on arrow and then you cut this unwanted wall. So we have drawn this one. Also there is another wall, this one, which is at a distance of 5000 plus 200, which is the wall thickness. So I'll just extend this wall. So if you want to extend a wall, you click on the wall that you want to extend, and then you left click on the black dot, you drag it downwards or upwards as your requirements, and then you click. So this wall is at a distance of 5200 to my left, so I'll click, press Ctrl Shift D, then click on the wall and drag it to a distance of 5200 and press enter. So this is the wall. Now I'll cut the wall that is not required. So if you want to cut, press on Control and then a scissors like icon will appear. Then when you pass that scissors like icon to the wall you want to cut, it will turn black. Then you left click and get your wall cut like that. So I'll draw a wall from here to here. Let us have a look at our plan. So we have drawn this wall. And then now I think we are done with the wall. So the next thing I'll show you is on how to place a slab. So this is very simple, guys. You just have to go to the toolbox, the design, and then you double click on the slab tool. So the slab setting window will appear, and then you change the structural to basic, and then here you can change whether it's a concrete etc. So when you select this one, you can change the slab thickness. You can notice that when I use composite, you cannot change the slab thickness. So I'll use the basic composite one so that I can change my thickness. So the floors, the slabs that are on the ground floor are mostly 300 millimeters, and the suspended slab is 150 millimeters. So for me, I'll just use 300, or you can change it to 200, and then click OK. So we can go. The geometric method, I recommend you to use a rectangular one if the object that you have drawn is of a regular shape, and most of the times you will use polygonal method, and this is mostly used when you have an irregular shape. So I'll take you on the polygonal method. So you click geometric method polygon, And then when you move forward the scroll bar in your mouse, it will zoom in, and when you move it back, it will zoom out. So you zoom in and then you click at the very corner tip of the wall. So this one you can start it from anywhere. I've decided to start from the upper side, and then you go to the next corner, you zoom in, you left click, you go to the next corner, you click, and then you can zoom out, zoom in to the next corner, and then click, zoom out, zoom in to the next corner. So it is important that you zoom in for you to make sure that it is on the corner of the wall. Otherwise, the slab that will appear, it will be outside your house. And then you have to return to the point where you started and then left click. So our slab has appeared. If you want to check, you can go to 3D all, or you press F5, which will take you to the 3D view, and then click on the orbit icon over here. Sorry, you left click so that you can rotate the objects that you have drawn. So you can see this is a slab, and then these are walls that we have drawn. You can go to ground floor or press F2, which will bring you to ground floor. So we are done with placing the slab. The next one is placing of doors. So under the toolbox design, you will get doors. When you double click that, you will get a number of doors. There are empty door openings, garage doors, hinge doors, rotating doors, sliding doors, sliding folding doors, and store fonts. So for me, the inner doors, I will use hinge doors, and most of them will be single door and dimensions of 900 by 21, in which 900 is the width and 2100 is the height. So you click on the hinge doors and then click on door 19, then OK. So let us have a look on our plan where the doors are. So we have these doors, which are single door, also this one. So let us go and place it. So you just come and go to the wall where the door is to be placed. You left click and then you select the side which the door will open. For us, our plan, our door will open from the right hand side. So you move the cursor to that, and then you left click, so the door will appear. Here we have another door. We click, so it is on our left hand side. You move to the cursor to your left hand side and then left click. There is a door here. This one is on our right hand side. Then you left click. There is another door here. So this one is facing downwards. Then you left click. The other one is over here. You click and then move downwards, left click. There is another similar door here. You click there and then it's on your right, so move the cursor to the right and then you click right, left click. Another one is over here. Move the cursor to your left, to your right, and left click. So I think we have placed all the doors. Now we shall place this double door, which is an entrance door. So if you want to place a double door, you click on you double click, and then you look for the double door. So here there are many double doors with a side light, with one side light, with two side lights. So I'll select the normal one, then use the same dimensions, then click OK. Then come and place it over here. It will open in the inner sides. So I'll just go and place it. So we have placed the entrance door. We have an empty door opening over here, and this one also. Here we have an empty door opening. So I shall teach you now on how to place an empty door opening. So you have to go to the door tool, double click, select empty door openings, and then you can select the design of your choice. I'll select arch top door opening, and then I'll set my the width to be, you can use 2500. This is for the entrance of the kitchen. So I'll come and place it. You left click, and then I'll come and change the settings again to 3500. Click on OK and place it over here, and then you left click, and then you go back to settings. I'll use 2000 for the opening that is over here. You'll come and place, you left click, and then left click again. Also here, left click again. There is an also empty door opening over here. So you click and then left click. Also here, can click and left click. So you can see that we have all the empty door openings. You can have a view on the plan, which also will be available in the description box. So you can go and download it and then try it at your own time. So now I'll teach you on how to edit doors. So I have already placed an empty door opening here. So I want to extend. So you just click on the center, and then black dots will appear. So you can select any of them, and then you drag to your left or your right, and then when you left click, the dimensions of the door will change. And if you want to delete a door, for example, let's say you have placed this door by mistake, so you go and click on the apex of the door. You click on the apex of the door, and then you press delete on your keyboard so that the door will disappear. So there are also undo options here. So I'll click on undo because the door that we placed was alright. So we can go to 3D view and see if the doors we have placed has appeared. So this one is an empty door opening. This one too. This one is an empty door opening for the passage. And then our single doors are over here. And then our double door is over here. So we have placed all our doors well. Now I'll teach you on how to save on Archicad. So you just go to File. If you are saving for the first time, click on Save As. and then select. For me, I'll select desktop, and then I change the file name to 3-bedroom house. 3-bedroom house, and you should ensure that the save as type is Archicad solo project, and then you save. So that is all about today's video. Thank you for watching it. Please subscribe, share with your fellow engineers, and don't forget to press notification button to get all my videos, and drop us a comment in the comment section below. Thank you very much.